I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. You feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from FedEx Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Brissett. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start these drives. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows?
This could wind up being the difference.
A man coming off a washout 2021, it's Travis Etienne. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
One more time with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Brissett from the gun on third. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. Agnew now to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. After one, it's 9-0. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brissett's throw complete to Dotson, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, Brissett. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Joey Sly on for the Commander.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They got 29 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Don't worry.
Brissett to throw on first. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brissett looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded at about the 28. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A first down throw for Brissett. This one left side caught by Gibson. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. A gain of 22.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the red zone now, Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Ready?
On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 24, Brissett. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some vertical.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jags have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll run with Etienne. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 38, Commanders 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the Jags, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up